Aloha, welcome to Real Talk with Sandy. I'm Sandy Hale, retired nurse and Redan & Fields consultant for the last 7 years. Today's product tutorial is going over our newest. This is our Pore Cleansing MD system. What this does is it instantly unclogs pores and it removes blackheads. So before we get started, note that it does come with an instruction book and you want to make sure that you read the directions and you follow them accordingly, okay? Only use this product as directed. So let's talk about, it does come with 2 different tips, okay? So we were saying it unclogs pores. This is what you would be using and I'm going to show you how to use this. And then it's also a blackhead remover. And so this is the blackhead tip. So it's 2 different tips. And let's go over the basic instructions on this. This is how you turn it on. It's under here. So you would push it on. This is the first level of suction. There's 2 levels. You push it 1 more time. If you need a higher level of suction, and you push it a 3rd time and it turns off. This is a rechargeable machine. So right back here, if you were to lift up this flap, it does come with a charging system in here. It's a plug and it plugs into a USB and you charge it. And this charges fairly quickly. When I got this, I plugged it in and I want to say within 30 minutes to an hour, this was fully charged, okay? So how you're gonna start is you're gonna decide what you're gonna do first. And if you are utilizing this, you wanna make sure that you're just using it once a week, okay? You don't wanna be unclogging pores more than once a week. It's just too much on your skin. So with your tips, you would actually lift it like this. You're gonna line up the words Redan & Fields with the front of the tip, which is on this side. You slide that and it locks into place here. So this is the front of the tip. As you can see, it's fairly large because this is for unclogging pores, okay? Now in the directions, they do recommend that you test this on your skin to kind of get the hang of it. You do not want to leave this in one place for more than 1 to 3 seconds on your skin. So it needs to be that constant motion, and I'm going to show you that on my forearm here, okay? So we're going to turn this on, and what you're going to do is you're going to put it down and you're going to constantly move it across one direction, and then you turn to break the suction. Now remember, this is just on the first level. For myself, when I used this on my forehead, that is exactly what I did. I just did the first level of suction. I did not need to go to the second. It was sufficient for my skin. So you want to test that, okay, to see what you need. So you're going to start with the pore prep, okay? The pore prep, guys, when you apply this, do not let this dry. You want to apply the pore prep and then go straight with the machine, okay? So I'll show you how to do that, and we'll give examples. So the pore prep here, what this does is it helps to loosen the sebum. It's also an exfoliator, and it's right, if we have clogged pores, it's clogged with dead skin cells, it's clogged with oil, and we're trying to get that out. So this is gonna prep those pores. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna just put some on, okay? You're going to use the pore unclogger on your T-zone. So when you do it on your T-zone, it's gonna go in one way. So from the pore prep, you're gonna wipe this across, turn this on, and then one direction across, right? Break suction, one direction, break suction, until you've gotten where you need to be, okay? This is how I did it. I did just the one area, then I went across, did the suction, then I went and I did my nose. So I prepped my nose. When you do this part of your T-zone, you're going down, right? You're going down one direction. And then my chin, so same thing. I prepped and I did apply more. I prepped, I didn't let it dry, and then I went again. When you are doing this, you do not want to go over the same place more than 3 times as well. And that is in the directions also, okay? So follow them. When you are done and you take your tip off, it will be filled with all of that dirt, oil, if there's old makeup in there, whatnot, you will be able to see this, okay? Now, you can, of course, use this, right? We have clogged pores on our back and whatnot, but it goes for the same. Don't let the pore prep dry. Make sure that you're not in one place more than 3 seconds. Don't just leave it and hold it. Make sure that it's in constant motion for you to unclog those pores. So very similar with the blackhead one, except when it's a blackhead, we're pushing down directly on the blackhead. And in this video, I will actually put in there a before and after of my own. I did have a blackhead here on my cheek, and you can actually see it in the tip. So same thing, the words are gonna line up with the opening of the tip. So for the blackhead tip, let me show you this. Right? It's very precise. It's much smaller because, of course, we're trying to just unclog that one pore because that's the pore that has the blackhead in it. Okay, so you're going to again reapply your pore prep to a gauze pad. Wherever that blackhead is, you're gonna rub in that area. You would turn this on, and guys, you're going to push down and release. And you don't want to hold down longer than 3 seconds. So again, I would highly suggest that you start off with just the first suction level. If you feel that you need to move up another suction level, you can, all right? So I did that, and on the second, when I pressed down and came back up, I could see the blackhead in the tip. That's how I knew that it was out. All right, and there was just a little bit of redness that actually for myself dissipated within a couple minutes. Guys, this is our new system. You would just be replacing, when you run out, the pore prep, and of course you would be replacing your the tips on what you need to buy. So if you are somebody who maybe just needs the pore unclogging tips, you could just order that. They do come in packs of 8. Or if you are somebody who needs just the blackhead one, you could do that, okay? But this is our new system. It is literally taking the world by storm. It's allowing people, like I said, to have quality at-home facials without having to go to a doctor's office and pay to have fairly expensive pore extractions and blackhead extractions. You now can do this in the comfort of your own home. So I will have my link posted below if you do want to go ahead and get this. Until next time, guys, subscribe to my channel. You can share this video so that people know how to utilize our products. Thank you so much for joining Real Talk with Sandy. Aloha.